What I'm gonna share with you applies to 99% of streamers. Doesn't matter if you're a cooking channel, or a gaming channel, or a just dance channel, if you know what I mean. This information is going to positively help your channel this year, but you actually have to do it. I understand you're probably watching a ton of different YouTube videos telling you to do different things, so do yourself a favor and grab a pen and start writing down which information you'd like to use on your channel so you can actually apply it to your streams. So that way you can pick the best path that makes sense for your channel. Because I don't want you to mindlessly watch this video just to get to the end and not take any action, because then you'll still be at the same place, stuck the exact same place you were before watching this video. And I don't want that for you. That's dumb. I've used this strategy on my channel as well as so many other streamers, so let's make you a part of the club and make you one of them. So grab a pen and paper, or you can use Notepad on your computer, that's fine too, and let's get started. I'm breaking this into 3 easy steps so that way you don't get confused. The first step is the problem, the second step is the solution, and the third step is actually how to do it. So starting with number 1, the problem. If you're a streamer, all you gotta do is go to the browse page of Twitch or Kick or YouTube or wherever you're streaming at and realize how screwed you actually are, because look at how many people are streaming, and these are just the games, not actually the streamers. But you can pick a game that you might not think would be oversaturated because it's not one of the top 10 here, so let's scroll down a little bit and see what's up. So let's pick Baldur's Gate 3. It's not necessarily a new game anymore, so shouldn't be that oversaturated, right? Let's click on it. We got a bunch of streamers, Wow, there's a lot of people streaming Baldur's Gate 3 even though it's not that new anymore. Look at this. I'm still scrolling and there's still people with 3 viewers or more. And keep in mind, this video is for people that are small channels. So you could define small how you would want. Let's just say anything less than 10 viewers, just for simplicity's sake, and realize how many people you're actually up against. Like, look at all these people with 1 viewer. This is insane. It's still going. I'm actually not making this up. Look at this. Look at all of these people with 1 viewer you're competing with. This is just showing you the problem of how oversaturated streaming is right now. So you can't just simply hit go live and make your webcam look nice and pretty and expect the best, because you're competing with all of these other people that are doing the exact same thing as you. So to put this in perspective, if you're a small streamer right now, how are you supposed to stand out on games that aren't even like the top 10 games if you only have a handful of viewers? That's even if you have a couple viewers. If you have less than a couple viewers, then you're down in the trenches down here. So how are you supposed to actually overcome this? That moves us over to step 2, which is the solution. And then after that, I'll show you step 3, which is actually how to do the solution. So don't get too freaked out yet. So since we've realized that streaming discoverability actually blows, well, then what's the next best solution for that? And that's step 2, which is creating offline content, which you may or may not have heard many times before, but there's actually a lot of very common issues and problems that streamers run into when they do this, which I'll touch on in just a second, but let's go over why this is beneficial as a streamer to begin with. So as we established, there's a lot of competition when it comes to just streaming. And one of the biggest problems with this is that when you're not streaming, you are not live, which means you are non-existent to these people. So it's very difficult to grow your stream when you're not actually streaming, which in a way is actually very unhealthy because you can't be streaming 24/7 in a healthy way. And it's just not feasible for 99% of streamers. For example, you can see that I create offline content on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram. And as you can see, some of these TikToks have over 200,000 views, 30,000 views, 18,000 views, literally just on one I posted yesterday. Literally thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views from these TikToks that happen when I'm not actually streaming or live. However, you can make clips from your streams like I did right here. I took this clip right here and then edited it down to make this one, which already has 18,000 views in the past 20 hours, give or take. So you don't necessarily have to go out and record these separately from your streams. That way you can double dip and not waste time. And the cool part about offline content like this is that literally I will create one piece of short form like this and post it on TikTok, which already has hundreds of thousands of views, to then posting that same exact one over to YouTube Shorts, which then gets thousands of views over here. And then I'll also post it over to Instagram Reels, which then continues to get more thousands of views as well. So literally you can create these clips from your streams and continue to get thousands of views while you're not actually live, because streaming 24/7 is just not healthy. And ultimately, creating content offline is what gives these small channels such a boost in growth, including my own. And this is even done on my new Instagram page with less than 200 followers, and yet we're still getting thousands of views per these shorts. Now, quick heart to heart, because I know some of you guys have already done this and you're just simply not seeing results. And there's a lot of very common things that happen between this that I just want to put you on. The first is that you're creating offline content that doesn't match what you're actually streaming. For example, if you do a stream on Dark Souls and you start making offline content on Dark Souls, and then next time you stream, you're playing Kirby's Dream Land, the people that are watching your TikToks or whatever content on Dark Souls, and then come over to actually check you out while you're streaming, you're playing Kirby, which is completely different, then they're not actually going to stick around or engage with your content because it's not the same. So make sure that you're sticking within the niche and or category that you're actually creating content on. Second most common problem with this is that they're just simply not entertaining. They either have way too much dead air, so there's too much space in between the action actually happening, or the clip just simply isn't interesting enough to where someone wants to actually watch it. Because the first 3 seconds is much more important than the rest of your clip. Because if your viewer is not automatically curious or hooked in to watch your clip, but then the first 3 seconds, then they'll just immediately swipe away and not even bother with the rest of the clip. So put most of your effort within the first 3 seconds to do whatever you have to in order to get the viewer's attention to make them want to watch the rest of your clip. And the third biggest struggle is that streamers just simply don't have enough time or really want to go out of their way to make clips from their streams. Because I get it, it takes a lot of time. I'm not a huge fan of editing. I find it quite boring actually, and it's not really one of my favorite things to do. So I actually don't really enjoy making these short form content, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I find it a bit tedious, and that brings us on to step 3, which is how to actually do this without burning out or wasting time or getting bored with it really. Now you could go a couple different ways here. The first way is literally just going and clipping everything yourself, finding those moments, which already takes time, and then clipping it and editing it, which takes more time. And to me, that just takes a lot of time, which I don't want to give to short form content because like I said earlier, I'm not a huge fan of it just because I find it super freaking tedious. Or you can use a third-party solution like Nexus Clips, which is an AI tool that automatically scans your streams when you're done streaming and then finds these clippable moments and then makes it easy for you to edit, add captions, and all that good stuff for everything you'll need for a successful short. And they were nice enough to sponsor today's video so I could show you guys how to use it. So let me show you how to do it. First thing you want to do is use the link in the description down below to find Nexus Clips. And then once you're on the website, all you want to do is sign up for an account. Then once you've signed up, you're going to skip everything until you connect your Twitch or YouTube account. You're going to want to use whichever one you're streaming through. Then when you've ended your stream, a couple minutes should go by and you should get an email, and it's going to tell you that your best moments are ready. So that way, once you do that, all you simply got to do is click create clips now. And the really cool part about this is that it has automatically scans my 3.5 hour stream, and it has found all of these different moments, and it has ranked them based on their scale, basically on how viral this has a chance to actually go. So the first one, for example, it's an unexpected teleportation game, so I'll click on that. And so this was the game that I was playing. I said that we unexpectedly teleported, so in theory, this could have been really good if it was a glitch or something. But it was also just a funny moment because of how jarring it was. Another good moment was introducing an indie horror game, so I'll click on that. And right then, it already tells me when I switched over to my gaming session from my just chatting section. So that way, if I wanted to start like a VOD, I knew exactly where it was because it's right here is when we switch over, which makes it really easy to just create a YouTube video for that. We're playing this really odd game, which is really just off the hinges. So you can see that we have like final boss is an evil clown, which it was. So we could see there, this shows us exactly what the final boss was, or what I thought was a final boss. So if we wanted to, we could create a clip from there, or we could even use stop teleporting cheater accusation because AI scanned this and it heard when I said that I called the boss in the game a cheater because he was literally teleporting everywhere. And so I got him stuck behind these boxes, which would be really interesting if it was a more popular game, I guess you could say. But as you can see here, it worked out in my favor because I literally got to just pin the final boss behind these crates and just go to town on him. Don't take that out of context. But as you can see, there's just a bunch of different moments, a bunch of different things. You can even go explanations, emotions, requests, bunch of stuff that you can categorize between. But let's just go with this one. So we're going to click on the stop teleporting cheater accusation, and then we're going to click on create clip. So now we'll be able to trim the clip. So you'll be able to kind of slide this left and right, and then you can also trim this left and right here to find the clip. So I'll probably put it right around here, which is right when it started. And you can see that it actually teleported back there, which it wasn't supposed to do. Then I'll find kind of where it ends or where it actually gets to kind of boring because you kind of already get the point. So maybe like right around here. And then if you want, you can download the horizontal clip. So that way, if you want to take it in your video editor, you could do that. But I'm going to click on edit clip in the top right. It's going to create the clip. So we'll give it a couple seconds. Now here's where the magic happens. And I'm going to hide my webcam so you can actually see everything on the screen. But this is where we're going to create our vertical format little clip here. And as you can see, it's already created all these captions. So first we're going to pick a style on the left-hand side here. So you can do triple, you can do quadruple, you can do a bunch of different things, mini webcam, full screen if you don't have a webcam. So I'm going to do miniature webcam. I'm going to take the green box as my webcam and put it right around my face. And I'm going to take the orange box and make it right around the gameplay, but I don't want to include that text at the top. So I'm going to do probably right around here. So now you can see that we have our webcam on the right, we have our gameplay on the right. So I'm going to go down to the timeline here and I'm going to click right up here on the bar, and then I'm gonna hit space, and it's gonna play the little clip. And you can see that it already has our captions here as well. And the cool part is that it actually highlights when the words are being spoken to, which is dope. And if I needed to change something, all I have to do is double click on the word, and then I'd be able to highlight it right here, and then I'd be able to backspace it, and I'll say me, even though that's not correct, so I'm gonna put it back, but just wanted to show you guys that you can edit it. Or if you don't want subtitles, you can simply just hide them, and then you won't have subtitles. But I prefer subtitles because they engage the audience more. So I'll go back into here. You can also go to the sticker tab on the left, and it'll show you all the different styles of your handles that you can add for your TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. Because for whatever reason, Twitch got rid of that feature in their clip editor, so this is a nice kind of solution for that. But let's just say that I wanted to end my clip right around here. Then I'm gonna hit this little cut button or press C. It's gonna split that. I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna hit the delete key. And then now, if we go all the way back to the beginning, you can also zoom out with this little timeline. Go all the way back to the beginning of our clip. We can play it. And we can put our little hook right here, so a little catchy phrase to catch our viewers' attention, because we know the first 3 seconds of our clip are the most important. You can change that. You can change the style here. I'm just going to keep it right about there, and then we can play it. So this way our viewer knows exactly what's going on here. And you can also kind of drag these left and right to make it longer or shorter. You can also add that sticker here if you wanted to have that sticker for your little tag, for your name tag. So if I wanted to, I can click on the tag and then bring it here, and you can kind of have that tag as well. Right now, I think there's a lot going on the screen, so I'm actually not going to use that. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to hit delete. And so you'll be able to basically trim and make all these cuts. So if I wanted to make a cut here, I'll go here, I'll press C. It's going to cut our footage here. I'm going to go here, cut it again, and then click on that and hit delete. And now we got rid of all that dead air, which I mentioned was a problem earlier, and we got rid of the dead air at the end earlier. So then now when we're ready for our clip, we think it's good, think it's ready, we're going to hit share at the top right, and we'll be able to download this clip, and then we're going to upload it ourselves to TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts to get more eyes on our streams. You also have the option to connect your TikTok and your YouTube account if you want to do that to save even more time. So if you want to start growing your stream the easy way without wasting so much time, then use my discount code down below right here so you can save yourself some money, so you can get yourself an extra McChicken, because we all know we need one. So if you're ready to take your stream to the next level, start watching this playlist to the side of me. It's going to walk you through everything you got to do to keep growing your stream. My name's Cody, and I will see you in the next one.